All right, so welcome everyone. We're going to talk about the General Data Protection Regulation and Mailchimp today. So I'm going to walk you through how to set up your opt-in form so that it's compliant with GDPR. And before we begin, I just want to note that I will be linking to some important information at the end of this video. So you'll be able to read some of this yourself because I'm not going to go through it word for word for some of these sites that I'm showing you, some of these articles I'm showing you. So I will put those links in my blog. All right, so this is Mailchimp information about the General Data Protection Regulation, or the GDPR. And it just shows a little bit what it is, what is Mailchimp doing to prepare, and what you can do to prepare. So you need to get consent from your audience is the main thing. And so I'm going to walk you through some of that. So before we start, I just want to show you a couple other things. So this is another website here from Mailchimp that just talks about new Mailchimp tools to help you with GDPR. And it may be useful for you as well to look at this. So this is their page here that shows you how to collect consent with GDPR forms. So it says here are some things you should know before you begin this process. Enabling GDPR fields on your sign-up forms does not make you compliant. It's the first step in the process. To collect consent from new and existing contacts, you'll set up your forms, create a segment, and send a consent campaign. And GDPR forms are not compatible with embedded forms, so take note of that. And GDPR forms are only compatible with certain styles of pop-up forms. And Mailchimp offers tools and information as a resource, but we don't offer legal advice. So if you want to know more information, you should contact legal counsel to find out how the GDPR affects you. So again, if you are located in the EU or use Mailchimp to market to anyone in the EU, you need to review the terms of service and the privacy policy. These sections include important information about how Mailchimp treats EU data and what you should do if you're keeping EU data in your Mailchimp account. All right, so how does it work? So to set up your GDPR-friendly sign-up form, you need to enable GDPR fields on your forms, and then you edit them. You might want to make it, fit with your marketing plan, so they give you the chance to edit them. And then you're going to segment your list by marketing permissions. So you want to do this based on the permissions you receive from your sign-up form. And collect consent from new contacts and from existing contacts. So from new contacts, after you have your changes saved to your new form, then you can just go ahead and collect them as they come in. And from existing contacts, you're going to have to send out a new campaign to make sure that they are consenting still to what you're offering them. So this table here explains what you need to include in each field. You need to have a description, the options or the checkboxes to get consent, the legal text, and your privacy policy and terms. So which forms are compatible? Well, you see here, you have the modal. GDPR fields are only compatible with a modal format. And it has to be, the image has to be in the top, so the top alignment. All right, so let's try this. Let's go and navigate to the list page. And then we're going to click the drop-down menu next to the list that we want to work with and choose settings. So here's my list, eCourse Digest. I'm going to go over here and go to settings. All right, I'm in the settings. So now what do I do? Let's see, step 3 is click list name and defaults. So I'm going to go to list name and defaults, and then check the box next to enable GDPR fields. So I have enabled double opt-in already, and this one here, and I'm going to click here now. And then I'm going to save the list and campaign defaults. All right, so I'm going to go save list. All right, so now GDPR fields are enabled for this list. All right, what's next? So I'm all set now. GDPR fields will appear in the form builder. All right. So now we need to edit the GDPR fields. So we navigate to the list again, list page, and click the drop-down menu next to the list that you want to work with and choose sign up forms. Okay, so we're there. Now, I'll go back to the instructions here. Click select next to the form builder, all right? So form builder, I'm going to, all right. Okay, so here I am. Now what do we do? In the form builder, scroll to the end of your form and click the marketing permissions field. I'll go back over here. Okay, here we are at the end, marketing permissions. So it says eCourseally will use the information you provide on this form to be in touch with you and to provide updates and marketing. Please let us know all the ways you would like to hear from us. Email, direct mail, customized online advertising. Okay, so I've clicked on the marketing permissions. So you just actually click right in this area. And then something pops up to the right here, the field settings. All right, so now we need to customize the description if you want to, or you can leave it with the default. I think I'm gonna leave the default for now. And here are the options for how your audience will choose how they want to hear from you. So you have email, direct mail, so it's actually through the postal service, or customized online advertising. I'm going to leave all three of those options for the time being. And then we have the legal text here. You can change your mind at any time by clicking the unsubscribe link in the footer of any email you receive from us, or by contacting us at heather@ecourseally.com. We treat your information with respect. For more information about our privacy policies, please visit our website. By clicking below, you agree that we may process your information in accordance with these terms. So I'm happy with that for the moment, so I'm going to leave that. And it also says we use Mailchimp for our marketing automation platform. By clicking below to submit this form, you acknowledge that the information you provide will be transferred to Mailchimp for processing in accordance with their privacy policy and terms. So that's that. All right, let's go back here to the instructions. So if we're done with that, we then save. All right, let's make sure I save that. I did, okay, we're done. Okay. After your forms are in use, be careful about any further edits you make. If you change a checkbox option, the consent you received before making the change will no longer be valid and you'll need to reconfirm the opt-in. If you want to change your form, we suggest that you add a new checkbox or remove an old one. All right, so now we need to segment your list by marketing permissions. After you set up your marketing permissions checkboxes, segment your list to make sure you send your campaign only to the people who have given consent through your sign-up form. We need to create and save a segment in your list. So to do this, let's navigate again to the list page, and then we click the name of your list you want to work with. Your GDPR list will have a badge next to the name. So it's going to say GDPR now. And then we create a segment. All right, so let's go over here. And we're going to click and then create a segment. All right, so we're there. In the first drop down, choose your GDPR form field label. All right, so we go to marketing permissions right here. Okay. Create a separate segment for each marketing permission. You can add up to 5 conditions to create a segment that includes contacts who have opted in to more than one marketing permission. All right. Marketing permissions is email. All right, we're going to add marketing permissions, direct mail. Now I included these even though I don't really do direct mail, but I'm thinking if in the future I ever did, I want to have that there so that, you know, I don't have to go back and add it later. And the same with this one. Okay, so we've done that. When you're satisfied with your conditions, click Preview Segment to view the contacts that match your conditions. So at the moment, when we went to preview, you get this, goose egg, no contacts match your selection. Well, that is because we haven't actually reconfirmed that people are consenting in my existing list, and I don't have it, and I'm not having a new person come in at the moment, so that's why we get that. So I'm just gonna go save as a segment. And what would I like to name my segment? We'll call it GDPR marketing. Oops. All right. And we're going to auto update, so make sure this is checked here and save. All right. So let's go back to the instructions here. Okay, so we're down here, we've saved it, we made sure the auto update box is checked, and now we're going to collect consent. This almost seems like you should do this first, but we're going to do it in the same order that Mailchimp has on this instructions page. So we're going to go to create a new email campaign. So I'm going to go back here to campaigns. Create campaign. All right. In the content section, click design email. And then we're going to click the themes tab. I'm going to then name this consent, so GDPR consent. All right, and I'm going to add my recipients. So I'm going to choose my list. And I'm going to personalize the to field, first name, save that. And from, all the normal things I would do. All right, I'm going to come back to the subject area after, because I want to do what it says on the instructions. So it says to go to the content section and click design email. So let's do that, and then we're going to click on the themes, and we'll do the next step after that. Okay, so just cancel that for now and go to design email, and now we go to the themes, and what's next? Click the drop down menu and choose subscriber alerts. Okay, so subscriber alerts, and then click GDPR subscriber alert template. So that's this one right here. So in my campaign, here we go, this one. So it's going to say, hello, first name. You may have heard about the new General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, that comes into effect May 25th, 2018. To help comply with GDPR consent requirements, we need to confirm that you would like to receive content from us. We hope that our content is useful to you. If you'd like to continue hearing from us, please update your subscription settings. and then they would click on this button. So it's going to have them update their profile. All right, so let's see what we do next. So it says the template includes suggested language that you can edit. If you'd rather build your own, you can create it from scratch, and then you can preview it. Now, to ensure maximum response before May 25th, this is important, you might want to send a reminder email a week after your first email. Use a descriptive subject line to let your contacts know that an action is required. After May 25th, use your marketing permission segments to communicate only with contacts who have expressly opted into your marketing. You may find it helpful to bulk unsubscribe all contacts who have not opted in to receive any marketing from you. All right, so that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to save everything. I'm going to go with defaults for now, mostly because I just don't want to write it from scratch. And I'm going to add a subject line here as well. I just need to think about it for a minute, and then I'll send a test email and we can see what that is like. All right, so I gave it some thought, and this is what my subject line is going to be. GDPR is coming and we'd still like to keep in touch, smiley face. And the preview text is the GDPR comes into effect May 25th. Please confirm that you would like to continue to receive content from us. Thank you. So I'm going to save that, and I did forget to do one thing. I'm going to go here and just edit this for a second. I forgot to add my logo. So I'm going to add this block. Oops. Just going to insert my logo there. All right, and then I'm going to save that. Okay. So I'm going to send myself a test email now. And so I think I'm pretty much done. Yep. So I'm going to send myself a test email, and then I'm going to send it to my list. Okay, so I sent a test email to myself, and I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. This is what it looks like here. So it has my logo, and it has the message from Mailchimp, and then when you go here, it's just going to show you what a subscriber will see. So this is what they'll see. They'll be able to put in their email address, first name, just update that, and update the marketing permissions here. That's going to be on our new form. So they can select this and then update profile. So I just wanted to show you that. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed this step-by-step how-to video on updating your form field, segmenting your list, and sending out a email to your existing subscribers so that they can reconfirm that they want to continue receiving email from you and marketing materials. Leave a comment and let me know if this was helpful. And if you have any other things or questions, let us know. Thank you very much, and thanks for stopping by eCourse Alley.